What up, what's Gucci, everyone? Welcome to What the Function. Here we're going to talk about maps in Elixir, which, as defined in the Elixir docs, are the go-to data structure in Elixir. And they have a really cool syntax. So first of all, let's see what they are. They're a key value store, which you see in a lot of languages. You have a key and a value. Each value has a key, okay, obviously. You can make your key an atom or a string, optional. However, and as you'll see later, you can access each value through the atom, but if you make it a string, you can't use dot notation. Okay, so just keep that in mind. We haven't explained that yet. You can use bracket or dot notation, but if it's a string, you can't use dot notation. But we'll see that in an example. So basically, map lets you store keys and values. Okay, so let's just make a map. So fake map. Or you know what? Let's do this in the editor here. Say IEX. Say fake map equals, and your map can have any sort of key values. Let's make them atoms in this case. So we'll say name, and you separate the the key from the value by a hash rocket, which is an equal sign and a greater than symbol. And then you can say, let's just say his name is John, and job, another atom, is he's a developer. Okay, straightforward. So fake map gives us a map. We've now bound this variable fake map to this map that we created, and now essentially it's called the fake map, and it's got a couple keys and tells us that the guy's name is John and he's a developer. Maps aren't ordered, so you can see how we ordered this and it sort of changed the order on us. So maps aren't ordered, and you can use any sort of any value for the keys, right? So also, let's do something else here. I want to do it so that we are using I don't know, we can make this, we can rebind fake map to use strings. So let's say job. So this key is now a string, right? But watch this. If we do fake map and we want to access the name, it's going to say John, right? But if we try to access job, watch this, fake map. If we try to access job, it's a string. And remember how we mentioned in the intro here that you can't access with dot notation if you're using the string syntax. So let's demonstrate that. So fake map dot job, this should throw an error, see? But instead, if you do fake map job, whoops, I have to print out the string job. There we go. This should say developer. There we go, right? Not too bad. Okay, let's do some more fun stuff. It's also important to note that if you have if your keys are atoms, there's a cool an easier syntax. So I'm going to make this an atom. Imagine that they're atoms, so you can actually just say something like this, and it looks like a regular, like a dictionary or a hash or an object in JavaScript. So you would just say name. So instead of this being, this is still an atom. Watch. You see that? It's still an atom, but it's got a much friendlier syntax, I guess, than if the semicolon were at the front and with a comma. So this is a lot easier to read, in my opinion, and we can do stuff like, you know, we could do all kinds of stuff that you would do to a map on this. So let's, for example, take out a key. We can pop a key by using the map module. So we'll say map dot pop, and we'll pass in our map here, fake map, and we can say which key, so name. Okay, so now we've popped name out of the map, and this obviously doesn't change the map, right? I mean, you still have fake map, it's immutable, but if you set that to a new map, maybe you could create you can bind that result to a new map. What's some other stuff? I don't know. What about we do something with pattern matching? So I'm gonna bring back our map here, and I'm gonna match it to another map. So I'll say modulus, open and close, and then the bind operator, and let's pick a key. So we know that these are atoms, right? Name, John, job, developer. The job and name are atoms. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bind name, and let's say this is gonna be, or this has to be a hash rocket, and we'll just bind this to name. So boom, and now we can see that because it matched, and you don't need to have the same number of keys. See, we only have one here, and we have 1 and 2 here. Name matched with this atom. So now watch, I'll type name and I should get John, because through pattern matching, this name was matched with this one, with the word John, with the string John. So John, see that? So maps are very useful with pattern matching. And let's do one more interesting thing, and how about we're going to update the value of one of the keys in the map. So we'll say, well, we've already got maps here, so let's just use one of them. Okay, so we'll say developer, dev map is going to be called dev map. Okay, so we got John, and let's clear this. Okay, we've got the name is John, so let's update that key name to be, I don't know, Sally. So we'll say, whoops, the name of the map, and then the pipe operator, and then the key that you want to update. So in this case, name, and we're going to hash rocket it, and let's make it Sally. Okay. Oh, that didn't work because there's no key John not found. And I'm not sure here, but let's look at the error, blah blah blah. I think maybe because this isn't an atom. Okay, so another awesome thing about Elixir is the error notifications. Man, this is so useful. So basically this didn't work because this wasn't an atom, so I was just trying to match this with a variable, which doesn't work. Or I was trying to access this variable, which is an atom, and I didn't say that. So now we can say something like dev map dot name is John. Okay, because I can't really mutate the map, but that's how you update it. So let's say something like girl map equals, well, I don't want to retype that again, girl map. So now I'll say girl map dot name and Sally. Okay, so that's maps for you. There's a lot of stuff you can do with maps. I only covered like super easy stuff. Go ahead and take a look at the docs, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
I could bet all of the riches that I ever had. Rushing the night like a shark, babe, would it be bad?